Quick question for you. When was the last time you actually used your Bluetooth speaker to charge your phone? Yeah, same. Never. Not once. And this is coming from a guy who still drags around a JBL Charge 5. Here's the thing, in 2025, long battery life is still one of the top features that people care about in a Bluetooth speaker. And USB charge out? It's not a feature anymore. It's a spec sheet filler. Here's why. Back in the day, like 10 years ago, USB charge out was kinda cool. Power banks were still expensive, and maybe only one of your friends had one if you were lucky. So if your phone was dying at the park, it was a nice backup. JBL even doubled down and built an entire series around this. That's why it's called the Charge. This, of course, was way back when the original model only pushed about 10 watts of output. Now we're at 45 watts with the Charge 6. Man, how time flies. But these days, that trade-off just doesn't track. If you're charging your phone with your speaker, you're draining the battery that's supposed to be keeping the music alive. Best case, your phone gets a small bump. Worst case, neither device survives the party, and you're left with a dead phone and a dead speaker at the end of the night. Perfect. Even if you try and use the feature, at best, most speakers only push out around 15 watts of charging power. That's not great by today's standards. Take the Bose SoundLink Plus, for example. It charges over USB-C, but it still caps at 15 watts, which also happens to be the same rate as MagSafe charging, for example. That's fine in an emergency, but painfully slow compared to even the cheapest power banks. Compare it to wired charging. With modern phones, something like the iPhone 16 Pro, for example, is capable of charging up to 45 watts. But older phones, you're still looking at 18 to 35. Still, that's all faster than any USB charge out from an old Bluetooth speaker. What's worse is that some speakers are still using USB-A ports, like the Soundcore Boom 2 and the Tri-Bit Stormbox Lava. Yes, they're budget models, but in 2025, if it's not USB-C, it already feels outdated. And carrying around an old cable just to use a feature that barely helps? Nah. I've got enough cables in my life. I'm not carrying around an old USB-A just in case. So here's the better idea. Just use a power bank. Seriously, Anker, Ugreen, whatever your flavor. They all make pocket-sized chargers that hit 30 watts or more, or slightly bigger ones that can charge several devices at once. That's way better. They're faster, more efficient, and they don't mess with your speaker's battery life. See? Check it out. Oh, my speaker's dead? No problem. I got a cable for that right here. Now I'm charging my speaker. Oh, my phone needs a top up? Hey, what do you know? I can charge that too. Oh man, my buddy's speaker's dead too? All right, no problem. I got plenty of juice coming out of this thing right here. Charging. Oh, my camp light's dead. Can't see what I'm doing? No problem. I can charge that as well. Smash that in there. Bam. And just like that, I'm charging 4 devices at once. It's way better. It's just way better. Seriously, even a $25 power bank can recharge your phone 2 or 3 times. And the bigger ones work with all your gear. Earbuds, cameras, your buddy's dead iPhone, whatever. So why rely on your speaker? Let your speaker do what it was meant to do. Play music. Now, I'll give credit where it's due. The Earfun U Boom X actually does it right. It has a separate 8,400 milliamp hour battery just for charging other devices, so your music doesn't get cut off when you hear your buddy say, "Yo bro, you got a charger on you?" Smart move, Earfun. But even then, you're still limited to 1 port and the speeds are pretty slow. At the end of the day, a power bank just does the job better. It's faster, and you can charge more of your stuff, your speaker included. So let your speaker handle the soundtrack. Let your power bank keep your phone alive. Nobody wants to be the one who kills the playlist halfway through the night, am I right? Now that we have that sorted, there is one more thing worth knowing about your Bluetooth speaker, and that's just how waterproof or dustproof it actually is. Spoiler alert, IP ratings aren't just random letters and numbers. If you want to know whether your speaker can survive a pool party or just a light sprinkle from rain, I've got a whole video breaking it down right here. Happy charging!